I know. Listen, I promise I'm working on it. Okay, Monday. Yeah, I can get it to you by Monday.
3 días. I want my money.
I do have some things lined. It's not enough.
Sam, we're good.
It's not enough.
All right, it's not enough. We'll do another one.
Ignacio, we don't have time to do another one and go through the pawning process. I need more time. I gotta talk to La Madrina.
Sammy, that's a bad idea. You think she got to where she got to because she's generous? Bro, she buries people.
I already got what I need, and my daughter, she's taken care of. Me getting out of this is just a cherry on top.
Look at you, bro. You got a death wish or something? All that stuff that you were saying in the car? You want your daughter growing up without her mother?
Don't. What, you think she's better off with a criminal who robs houses for a living?
Sammy. You walk in there empty-handed, you're dead.
Señora, there's a Samantha Jimenez here for you. Should I bring her up?
Sí. Tráela.
Hey, it's Samantha Jimenez from Photos by Sam. If you're calling to book a session, go ahead and leave me your name, number, and preferred date. I'll be sure to get back to you.
Welcome back to Marc Ben Media. Different name, same old thing. Nothing changed. And man, I got a very, 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 very special guest in the building, man. Like, I like to talk to this guy, man, especially about with the acting. I don't know too much about acting, but this guy here, when it comes to acting, you can just tell by the way his eyes twinkle, bro, and the way his voice goes, that he's very passionate about this, man. And I'm gonna pick his brain about the acting game, the actors, what he feels in comparisons with other actors, who is his top 5 of all time. We're going to get into all of that. And I know a lot of you guys are going to get mad because he might pick some actors that you might necessarily won't pick, or might pick over the actors that you might select. But hey, everyone has an opinion, right? All right. So he's an up-and-coming inspiring actor who has tons of sketches on IG and YouTube. You can catch him on there. He's at Ozzy's _Lil _world, and I'll show the words at the bottom of the screen here. And his YouTube is youtube.com/@real, I believe, _Ozzy, but you'll see the link there as well. He's been involved in theatrics all throughout Miami and was featured in a short film called The Dead. Y'all make sure y'all check that out too. So once that gets posted, y'all make sure y'all check that out. None other than Ozzy. How you feel, man?
Like $1 million, partner. Thank you so much for having me.
Not a problem. I'm glad that we finally able to do this. And just a little backstory. We did something else, something very similar, but a different setup. But man, I sit so close to the AC unit in the studio that I forgot to turn the AC off. So you heard like the interruption of the AC in the mics. I wish I would have kept that. That was like a very good episode. I wish I could save it, but the audio was a no-go. But hopefully this one is better and you get the enlightenment that we spoke about on the first one. All right, man. So you ready to jump into it?
I'm ready. Let's get it.
All right, man. So what made you get into acting?
Oh, man, that's going to be a long story, but we got time, right?
That time.
Bro, I've been a movie fan since I was like yee high. Just watching movies with my parents back in Cuba where I was born. And just having a real big appreciation for art, especially film, TV shows, plays, things like that. And been wanting to do it for a long, long time, but I was scared, like a lot of people are, of taking that big step and getting in the game.
Hmm.
Until I woke up one day, a couple of years ago, and I said, "That's it. Today's the day." I made a few calls, went to a local theater, and I got a part on that same day. And that was before COVID, so that was like 3 years, almost 4 years ago, and I've been doing it ever since.
Nice, man. Dope.
Thank
dope,
you.
Dope.
Thank you.
Hey, bro, I always had this confusing question. I'm pretty sure a lot of people that's not in the acting world don't know. As a kid, I've went to theaters. I've seen like live plays. I've seen it, and it's like, okay, all right, that's decent. I've noticed they talk louder. There's really no microphone, so they're loud. Their voice like spreads throughout the theater or wherever you're at. Bro, what's the difference between theater acting versus screen acting?
Oh my God, dude. That's a great question. To me, the biggest difference is that theater acting is all about acting. It's all about acting.
Okay.
It's like the stage for actors, right? There's a play, there's a script, there's lighting and there's directors and there's, like scene choreography and a lot of other logistics behind the scenes that you got to get right, but it's all about acting. It's all about acting. It's like the actor's moment to shine. Whereas film acting is more of like you're just a piece of the many other pieces in the machine. Because you got the editing, you got the music, you got the cinematography, you got the makeup, you got the lighting people, and you got the producers, the directors. So acting in film is important, right? Like indeed, but it's not as important as in theater. And another big difference is that in theater you do one single take. It's live, it's in the moment, and if you mess up, everybody's gonna know.
Dang.
And when you're making a movie, if you mess up, you can just do it again and edit and get it right. So the main differences are that in theater you do one take and you got to do one continuous like process. And in film, if you get it wrong, there's an opportunity to fix it behind the scenes.
Gotcha. So it sounds like to me, if I had to choose, I mean, I wouldn't choose the easiest route, but it seems like screen acting or film acting is easier. Well, I'm not gonna say it's easier. It's just I know it's different. Everything has its ups and downs, but as far as messing up, oh man, it's on a big scale. I guess if it's theater versus film.
Exactly, because
Dang.
you're. I mean, an advantage, and is it. I can talk about this for hours. You know this. An advantage though of doing it live is that when you do a play, you're doing it over and over and over again every night, and depending on how successful a play is, you can perform that for months, right? So every night typically is 5-6 times a week that you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. You also get to a point in the acting that you're never going to experience making a movie, right? So in a way, it can become easier over time because you've done it so many times before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's still a challenge because you brought up like how the actors are very loud on stage.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that is that everybody in the theater has to hear them.
Yeah.
You got the people in the front row, but you got the people in the second, third floors and like the theaters in London and Broadway and all that.
Yeah.
And they got to hear what you're doing too.
And I got that from you, so off camera. So
Nice. So yeah, bro, there's a lot of like acting on stage requires more technique. I feel like anybody can do film acting. If you have a good director and a really good editor that can fix things behind the scenes and you're willing to learn and be flexible and listen to directions, I have, in my opinion, there's levels like anything else, but in my opinion, anybody can do it. Whereas doing it in theater, you got to have that technique on lock, baby. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yep.
Nice, man. Okay. So pretty much, if you can survive in the theater world, you can do anything.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Bet. All right, so for all you actors out there that's trying to pursue that acting game, I know it's a couple of y'all. I see you and I see you. I know. Hey, man, you might want to start in the theater, and get those technical skills up and get your stage presence and where to stand, and your voice got to be loud and crisp and sharp and all of that. Because if you, from what you're telling me, if you can master that, you can get into the film and have advantage over a lot of people, maybe.
Absolute facts. But if I can add something else, because I by no means want to diminish the difficulty of acting on film, because there's as a lot of there's a lot of actors out there that are like on a different level, right? So to do what they do, you can't just go out there and show up. There's levels to it. But also one thing that I want to bring up about film acting that's a little complicated, and that's where I think it gets tricky, is when you're making a movie, for instance, like Pulp Fiction. I don't know if you've ever seen Pulp Fiction.
I've heard of it, but
yeah, or guys out there that have seen it. Pulp Fiction, basically, it's a movie where like the movie starts, right? And the first scene that you see is really the ending of the film. And then the movie starts like you have flashbacks. You have flashbacks where like it goes back to the middle of the film and then to the beginning and then back to the ending. And for an actor, that can be complicated in the sense that you have to have the same intensity today. Like, let's say you get to the film set today and you're doing the last scene of the film. You got to work out in your mind already where your character is at in the story and be able to bring that without having gone to the experiences that led to that, if I'm making any sense. Whereas in the theater, it's like everything has a continuum. You know what I mean? It's a momentum. Like, there's a beginning, a middle, and an ending. And in a film, you can show up and they can be like, we're filming the last scene today. So you got to be able to not only know where you're at as a character, but then when you're filming tomorrow, the scene that follows, I can be the beginning of the movie. And then you have to know where you left it off energy-wise to be able to pick it up again on the next day of shooting.
Wow.
That can become a bear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. So
levels, bro.
Yeah, levels, man. The onion game. Okay. So I know if I was to ever become an actor, we spoke about this. I think the hardest part for me will be able to like memorizing the lines. It's like I'm horrible at that, man. I come from the music world where
whoop, whoop.
You write your lyrics, or in today's world, you can either type it or you have your phone or whatever. And
right.
You kind of use that to. So I'm used to having the paper and everything is written. I don't have to memorize nothing. So it's just I'm rapping. I just got to remember the technique, the flow, how my voice is gonna be, or whatever. But never have to memorize anything unless you're going to perform, which is still
That's
easy.
what I was thinking right now. But what if, on a level, like let's say the Drakes and the Eminems of the world where you're performing live, you got to have these songs memorized.
Yeah,
like
of
the
course.
Wheezies of the world. You got to have these songs memorized.
Of course. So, yeah, and I performed a couple times, but I'm so passionate about, especially like when I make the music, I'm in the car, so I can make a track, and I will probably listen to it for like 3 weeks straight. And I ain't listening to nothing else. I'm listening and I'm listening to for any technical thing that I hear. I'm like, oh, I got to change that word. Oh, I didn't say that. I didn't pronounce that correctly. I need to do that louder. And I'm just listening for like 3 weeks straight. And by the third week, I already memorized everything. But that's a passion. It's like, I like that. So when I go to perform, I don't even have to like memorize as much. I already know it.
I see.
I wonder if is that like kind of the same with remembering lines for acting?
Bro, I would have to go with the same for me because like if I love what I'm doing, I'm going to just repeat it over and over again. You know how it is, right? The same thing that you go through in your car, like listening to that track and getting it right.
Yeah.
It's the same way I approach memorizing text. I'll be saying it every single day, not only like in my private time, and you hear me at work.
Yeah.
I'll be rehearsing at work, in my car, in the shower, at my house. Like my wife, she got used to it already. In the first couple of months, you were like, this guy is nuts. Hey, are you talking to yourself? I'm like, baby, I'm working on a play. So it's the same thing, bro. Like if the passion is there, you're just going to drill it. But it's a great question because that's definitely a challenge for a lot of people. even I read about this. Even people in the big leagues, they have a lot of issues memorizing text.
Wow.
Now it doesn't come easy to everybody. Is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. Who is your top 5 actors of all time? I was gonna keep this question at the end,
Oh,
but
man,
you know
where
what?
do I
I want to
start?
put it at the beginning. I
Okay.
gotta put it at the
All
beginning.
right, let's lead with that.
Before y'all start clicking off the video, and we need the top 5. Your top 5 actors.
All right, let's lead with that. So number 1 actor of all time is Heath Ledger.
Okay. That's the
Uh,
one that played Joker in one of the Batman
Joker
movies,
in The
right?
Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight,
Gone
yeah,
too
yeah.
soon. Rip
rest in
Heath,
peace.
rest in peace, brother.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Anthony Hopkins, old English actor. A lot of people may know him from Silence of the Lambs. He plays the cannibal Hannibal Lecter. Number 3 is probably Marlon Brando. 4 is Gary Oldman. No, actually, number 3 is Daniel Day. Number 3 is Daniel Day-Lewis. Number 4 is Gary Oldman, and number 5 is Al Pacino.
Oh, Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, Scarface, baby.
I know, y'all know that. Yeah.
Come on now, man. Oh, you know he's coming to Miami in a few weeks.
Oh, for real?
He's gonna. I just got a thing on my IG. He's gonna be live, and I forget where, in some venue. He's gonna be here for a few days, like an acting workshop, or like you buy a ticket, you get in, you sit in the audience, and you ask him questions. He's gonna be in Miami in a few weeks.
Nah, you gonna do it?
I don't know yet. I'm
Dang.
thinking about it.
How much is the tickets?
Like $400,
400?
I think.
All right.
But
Hey.
definitely an investment if like
Yeah.
a veteran of the game.
And we're not marketing Al Pacino or nothing like that. It's just, hey, he's coming in town, you
That's
know.
it.
So
It
hey,
just came to me. Just wanted to add that.
that's what's up, man. All right, man. So on to some of the serious things. Of course, acting is serious, but on to the serious. I feel like a lot of these questions I'm gonna ask, a lot of people struggle with, and all of that, but it's all good. Sacrifices.
Wow.
Something that a lot of people are scared of. And I feel that one word is what makes or breaks the deal for people.
Yep.
It's either you're going to stay poor until you make sacrifices, transition over to make sacrifices, put it all on the line, and then that's when you're going to see things. But if you're too scared, you don't want to make sacrifices, you're going to remain because you're too scared to move, you know?
Fact.
So, whatever or whoever you want to be in life will require a great deal of sacrifice. What are you doing right now to take your acting game to the next level? From where you started at the beginning, you know, you was telling me you started at the beginning, you were scared to kind of do some theaters or whatever. But okay, that's passed. You've done some theater. You've done a lot of theater work. Like I said, you've been in a short film and in YouTube, whatever. That's a 2-day challenge. And we're going to talk about that too as well. But what are you doing to take that to the next level?
That's a great question, brother. And absolute fact. Everything you said about sacrifice, it makes a difference. I'm doing a lot of social media content, as you know,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because we go way backs. I'm doing a lot of social media content on my Instagram and my YouTube. So basically, I'm doing like short story sketches, either of like, drama or comedy, whatever, comes to me. You know how it is. Whatever comes to me. I like doing things that I like. I don't make content for anybody. I make it for myself. And the people who dig them, great. And then, there's a lot of content out there. So, but I make things that I am into, things I want to see out there. So I'm doing a lot of that, and what I'm doing is that I'm doing all the characters in the sketches, or every now and then I'll get somebody involved. I just did one with my mom's
Nice.
like a month ago. The apple doesn't fall very far from the tree.
Hold on. Hold on. It was one I liked, bro. That was
Yeah.
funny. My wife actually, she was looking and she was like, look at this. Ozzy's funny in this one. And I'm like, okay. So it was you playing a salesman. It was with your mom. Your mom was in it and you was selling something. Dang, I forget. It was hilarious, bro.
Okay, that's the one I did with her. It sounds like, and I'm playing basically like a loud Cuban guy coming into a bank. Like I'm doing like a satire of like what I saw coming up because I'm Cuban, and it's like this loud Hispanic guy coming into a bank, and he's talking like super loud on the cell phone. And then my mom's, she's playing the bank teller. I'm the
That's
client coming in, and she's like the lady behind the counter.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
And
yeah,
we just
yeah.
went at
That
it,
was
bro.
funny, bro.
Thank
I know
you,
it was in
thank you.
Spanish, and my wife, she was telling me what you were saying. I was like, that's funny.
Thank you very much.
That
bro.
was funny,
I
bro.
appreciate that. So I'm doing a lot of that. I'm doing the acting. I'm doing the editing. Like I'm basically doing everything. I'm trying to learn as much as I can, so that if the time ever comes, I'm not because I my passions, as you know, go well beyond acting.
Yeah.
I'm into a lot of different things, but in the acting world, I also love editing. I love editing so much. Editing is like so like I'm writing the scripts, I'm acting them, and I'm editing them, and I'm posting it on social media. Trying to chase that venue. If it happens, it happens. And I'm also taking acting classes. I was doing acting. I was doing theater acting before COVID in Spanish, but now I'm actually taking acting classes in English. And the sacrifice is that it's not free. It's an investment. But um, in 6 months, hopefully I'll be able to get a demo from my acting class. Get some headshots. That of course you're gonna be taking. Respect. And hopefully an agent. So the idea is that in the next 6 months to a year, I'll have my headshots, my demo, and actually work with an agent so I can start booking jobs. Because you got to get out there. You gotta do it. You gotta stay sharp. If nobody's hiring you for a music video, for an acting job, or a dance job, or whatever it is, whatever you do, you gotta start doing it yourself and post it on your social media. You can do anything on your phone now. You can record, you can edit, you can have music, you can act it out, you can write. Ain't nobody stopping you. You can do all that yourself. Put it on your social media and put it out there and see what happens. But then be smart and then take care of the business side too. And ask yourself, yo, how can I get out there and like be known? You gotta work with people that can get you jobs. And these are agents. There's agents out there that you can talk to. I'm still not like very familiarized in that territory because the class, I gotta be there for at least 6 months before I get all that taken care of. But that's the end game. That's the end game. To get an agent, be like, oh, Ozzy, I got a job, you in or you out? And then little by little, whatever it is, commercials, movies, TV shows, voiceovers, whatever it is.
And so with this class that you're going to, I know it's probably not cheap. You don't have to say the price or whatever, but he already told me the price, and I can tell you right now, like that's a sacrifice that he's making because, man, like it's tough. It's a lot of money. But if you want goals, if you want results, you got to push yourself. You gotta like, oh man, I don't really have it. But then, hey, you might be going out to eat every week or every 2 weeks. You could save some of that and kind of, but you gotta put something towards something, like invest in yourself because nobody gonna invest for you. So
Exactly. Money comes and goes, and we all have bills. Everybody, poor people, middle class people, rich people, we all got bills. We got to take care of things. But you have to invest, like Marcus is saying, you have to invest in yourself because if you don't, who's gonna do it for you? And then you're gonna be sitting back and and you're gonna be telling yourself, man, if I can rewind time and go back 20 years ago, I would do it. The time is now. There's no tomorrow. It's right now. If you put in the work now and you sacrifice now, you're gonna have good memories. So you're gonna have a good past, and it's gonna connect to the future. So if you have a good now, everything takes care of itself, and you gotta sacrifice. You gotta
Facts.
do it.
facts, bro. Facts. You've been through a great deal of sacrifice, not only with the acting, which you're going through now, but also the warehouse.
The
Warehouse.
warehouse.
The warehouse. Bro, what would you tell someone who wants to accomplish a goal but wants it the easy way? Right? So you can just, I don't know, imagine like what you and your wife is going through with the warehouse, the sacrifices that it took from the beginning of the warehouse to up to now. Like so much sacrifice you had to put in, you and your wife, to get to where you are now. You probably still not even there, but you're working on that. Did it come easy or did you have to like sacrifice?
Bro, look, I'm not gonna go into any like personal details about that, but all I gotta tell you is this: it's been very difficult. But like anything in life that's very difficult, it's very rewarding. And I know that sounds cliche. Oh, here we go again. That's what everybody says. I'm telling you, I doubt myself sometimes, as do we all, right? We all have doubts. But you guys know that when you put in the work and you survive the ordeal, and when you're able to just, sit back and say, man, wow, what a time. I can't believe I made it, but I made it. So the warehouse, okay, so just to give you guys some insight, my wife and I, we have a little company on the side, and we're trying to grind, 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 so so we can have time and money, so we can do our thing, because we got plans. So we have a little warehouse in Doral, and it's been very, very difficult to maintain. Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. One, because warehouses are not cheap, and the work has to be consistent to be able to pay that. And it's been very, very difficult. And it's actually very difficult right now. But if you don't risk it all, if not now, when are you gonna risk it all? You know what I'm saying? And look, I'm 40 years old, and you know, I party all through my 20s, all through my 30s. I met my wife 3 years ago. We got married less than a year ago, so we've been living together for 3 years. Um, and really, like, that's when it all happened for me. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be that guy. Nah, I ain't gonna get married, man. Crazy,
You
man.
always like that.
I'm a lone wolf, baby. I don't need no help, bro. Everybody needs help, bro.
For real.
And that's when it happened for me. I met the right person that gave me that special thing that I lacked, and I give her what she lacked, and it's like, for all of you out there that got that special somebody, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't have that special somebody, it'll come to you. Remain open minded and be picky. Be picky. Don't go for the first thing you see. Be picky.
Facts,
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's been very, very difficult, but we're out here, and we're gonna keep being out here, and we're gonna keep putting it all on the line and sacrifice for as long as we can. Because if you don't do that, you're never gonna get out of the same place you're in now. You gotta do it.
Facts, bro. Facts, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Man. To me, I don't know. Maybe to a lot of people, this is not the case. But to me, I feel the world has gotten soft. Everything that's going on nowadays, man, it's just, I don't know, the world just seemed like it just got soft to me. I don't know. Back when, and I feel I sound like my dad and my grandparents. Oh, back in my day, we had to get out here, but
Years ago.
yeah, years ago. But man, what do you feel about that, man? You think, like, I guess you growing up to the point of now, man. What do you feel? You think the world gotten soft, or different?
I think it has.
Yeah.
I think it has. I think it has. And like anything else that has happened already throughout history, you can accept it, right? You can adapt, or you can say, I'm gonna do me.
Facts.
But I absolutely agree that a lot of aspects of the world are have become very politically correct.
Yeah.
Very politically correct. And you see that everywhere. Like, people just holding back. Like, I'll give you an example. The movie Sound of Freedom that I know you watched a few days. How was that?
But that
Talk
was
to
a
me.
really good movie, man. It was a really good true life story. If you guys haven't seen it, go see it, man. Scan the QR code, it's free tickets. It's about trafficking, kids being trafficked from different countries or whatever at very, very young ages, 4, 5, 6 years old. They're out. They're pretty much being prostituted at a very young age, and it's $150 billion industry. So it's a really, really good movie, eye opener.
I haven't watched it yet, right? But I'm going to. And I was reading something on it that a lot of people that so the movie was done 5 years ago. And they've been trying to get it done for the past 5 years. And they, before it even got done, they were going up to a lot of like famous actors for the role that Jim Caviezel ended up taking, the main actor in the film, and everybody was passing on it. Just they were like, "Yo, this topic here, I don't know, like, I don't think that's PC. You know what I'm saying? We got money on the line. I don't think that's good for your career, or whatever." Is I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but point is that nobody was taking it. And maybe that's a reflection of the way the world is now. That people are just too concerned with image, with cloud, money, and they rather maintain that than some integrity. What I say to that, and you and I always talk about this, that as long as people like us are out here and we're being honest, we're gonna infect other people.
Yeah.
The people that are the same way, we're gonna have a, we have a group. We got people, and there's a lot of like thank God, a lot of like famous people out there who are like this guy that took the film, the actor Jim Caviezel. He said, "I'll take it. I don't care." That's the guy that played Jesus in the Passion of Christ. So he's used. He was already canceled before cancellations even happened. I think he was one of the first people to ever get canceled,
Yeah.
and because he made that film and then he just disappeared because nobody, it was a very controversial film.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro. Short answer, yes, it has, but it's up to you if you wanna adapt to that or you want to remain the same.
Exactly. Yeah, man. I feel there's a lot of people out here that they want to stand on their own. They want to do what they feel they should be doing, but too scared because they might lose their job or they might get canceled. People are gonna stop messing with them. They're gonna get kicked out of their network groups, so forth and so on. But this kind of ties into sacrifice. Like you're gonna always be a follower all your life. You're gonna do whatever, do what you want and need to do. And there's gonna be others that feel the same way. They're just too scared. Somebody has to rise up and kind of go through before the rest will be like, you know what, and they'll back you. Like I say, that film, 5 years, had already been done 5 years ago. They were just trying to get it released, and nobody wanted to touch it because everybody, oh no, that's controversial, and
Fact.
so many big names like the Epstein Island and presidents and ex-presidents and big name people name is tied into all of that, a lot of that stuff. So they got scared and they don't want to, they want to risk their job or their image or their brand. But the thing is, that movie is big now, and it's a message.
Thank God, bro.
It's a message.
I love the fact that after all the struggles that it had to deal with to get made, it became, I don't think it's the number one movie now. I think Barbie's number one, but it was number one for like 3 weeks, and it's
Wow.
made all the money they invested in, and it's made it back and more, and that's an amazing thing.
Yeah. So anything you want to do in life, man, don't follow the crowd. This is popping right now, so I'm going to jump on that train and then keep jumping trains. Bro, do what you want to do. And bro, I don't care like if you have 3 followers or 3 views on your Instagram. I have the same thing. I've been doing this for a minute.
Same.
It's like, man, I could probably release this and it probably have 9 views probably 2 months from now. I don't care. I'm going to keep going because I know those 9 people or 8 people is going to slowly spread, and because this is what I want to do. I don't want to be controlled. I want to do what I want to do. And that's just what it is, man. And just keep grinding, keep sacrificing. It might take 5 years. It might take 10, 15, but whatever. But if you keep sacrificing, keep grinding, it'll happen.
Exactly. And I just want to add to that. And the beauty of being able to do what you like, it's not all about money.
Yeah.
It's not all about money when you're not doing the work that you like, right?
Mhm.
It's all about putting out the work that you like doing. And if you're not making enough money, well, then you got to get a part-time job like everybody else. But if you remain true to what you love, at some point, I don't doubt it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Facts. All right, bro. Social media world, man. Social media.
Social media. Where do we
Social
even
media.
begin?
Bro, social media appears to make any post glamorous. When you post, everything has to be perfect, the right angle, the right lighting. It just makes a person's life looks really, really good, which it really, really isn't, which can cause people to be looking at these posts on social media. And it's like, though, my life is out of order. I wish I had this. Why don't I have the big boat? Why don't I have the nice car? Why don't I have this amount of money in the bank? Why can't I fly to Paris? Because they're seeing all these other posts that people are posting. And 9 times out of 10, that lifestyle is a lie because, it is what it is. It's just what post is. It's, people post that type of stuff. Do you think that process tricked people to thinking that the lives of others are far better than their own?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, bro. And it creates this crazy thing of like competition.
Yeah.
I feel like we live in a country that is so competitive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't lived in any other country besides this. And in Cuba, when I lived there till I was 10, and then I came here, but I've never lived in any other country. Like I've been living here almost my entire adult life. And maybe there's other countries out there who are, that are the same or worse, but I feel like people in this country are so competitive. I'm talking about like disgustingly competitive.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with healthy competition,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so as you know, I'm a big fan of board games.
Yeah.
And this is random, segue into that. But there's a saying, there's a phrase that was written by a very famous board game designer by the name of Dr. Rainer Knizia, who's like the greatest board game designer of all time. He's like the Mozart of board game design. I'm getting super geeky right now. And he said there's a saying of his that I think is very profound. And it's about playing games, but I think you can also apply it to life. And he says that the point is not to win, the point is to play to win, which means that you do your best. And if you win, fantastic. But if you don't, that's fine. You did your best.
Yeah.
And I feel like people in this country are not satisfied unless they win.
Yeah.
Second place? Are you kidding me? That's
Yeah.
like first place of last place.
Yeah.
I don't want second place. Tie? No. There's a picture of this girl in the Olympics. I forget. I think she was an American gymnast, bro. And she got the silver medal. So in other words, second place. And the picture is basically her, like she's looking to the side like this, right? And she's looking at the girl that had the gold medal, and she's like this. She's like this. She's like,
Dang.
like, you got second place.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You're the second best person on this planet Earth. That's
Yeah.
a big deal. But no, if they don't win, they're not happy. And social media, to me, is making that even worse on a big scale. Because now, I mean, think about this. 30 years ago, you didn't know how people in India lived.
Yeah.
Or like some rich guy in California. And now you know like how they live, what they're doing, how it looks. And instead of comparing yourself to other people and when you don't have, like, I hear the word privilege. Oh, they're privileged. Bro, privilege is a state of mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we may not have the same lifestyle like Bill Gates has, right?
Mhm.
But if we compare how we live, most people, like, middle class people in America, how we live, compared to, say, somebody in Haiti or the Ukraine or in Syria, we're privileged.
Yeah.
To them, we're privileged.
Yeah.
It's just a perspective.
Yeah.
Social media is not real. People are out there like using filters, and I'm guilty of this. I've used filters before. I'm not ashamed to say it. Like sometimes I get on the gravy train too. You know what I mean? Gotta be honest.
Yeah.
But I'm very much aware that like I'm not gonna look at somebody's post and be like, oh my God, I wish I had that life. It's not even real probably to begin with.
For real.
Like, wake up.
Yeah. It's a filter.
It's a filter.
They got bumps and blemishes just like with everybody else.
Wow, they look so young.
Yeah.
Aren't they like 70? Bro, it's called a filter.
Facts, bro. Yeah, man. I agree 100%.
Yes, sir.
Social media, please use social. Like, I'm not telling you what you do with your life.
Right.
It is what it is, but everything has a place in life. Social media has a place. Social media is to whatever. If you're acting or if you have a business, whatever you're doing, keep it in perspective. The moment you put your life into social media and like, oh, I do this, I make this much money. Look at the car I drive. Look at the job that I have. Look what I'm eating today and whatever. Like, keep everything into perspective. Social media is for entertainment purposes only. Don't get too personal because, especially if you're like a social media junkie, that's all you do is on social media all day, 24/7. You're just every break you get, you're on social media. You just
shorts.
the shorts. You just that's gonna like you're gonna feel bad at a time. It used to happen to me, man. I used to be scrolling. I'm like, man, why am I? Every post I go down, this dude is driving a Bentley. This dude is making money. He just threw away $10,000. Like, why I can't make $10,000? What's wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? And I have to snap out sometime. Like, bro, it's a lie. That's not their life, bro. Like, it's not real.
And in the meantime, as you're doing that, you're missing out on this moment. This AC though, the sofa, look at this mic. Yo, I got cable TV, I got Wi-Fi, I got an Xbox, whatever. Bro, and I know it's gonna sound cheesy as hell, bro, but I got cold and hot water, bro.
Hey, for real.
It's all a matter of perspective. Social media is not real.
Yeah.
I mean, I absolutely support social media, as you know, because that's where I put my stuff.
Mhm.
Like, use it for networking purposes or to
Exactly.
connect with people that you haven't seen in 15 years that are like living in Europe now or something, or your family overseas, whatever it is. But like, don't take it so, like Marcus is saying, don't take it so personal, man.
For real, man. And I know a lot of y'all, and I think this is the next question. This is the next question. We might as well jump into the next one here. Bro, do you think social media breed false guidance? Not even for this generation, but I feel especially for the younger generation. as far as like, I see a lot of younger people that get on and they see the celebrities, they see the people that have money. They say, hey, I want a relationship like that. I want a man like that, or I want a woman like that. They want to base their life on that celebrity, but they don't know what that celebrity or that high status person has gone through or is going through, as far as relationships and all of that. So in other words, do you think social media breed false guidance for the younger generation?
Yes, and it goes back to what we were talking about just now, that you're seeing whatever they want, whatever people see, what I want them to see. That's it.
Thank you.
Maybe they are happy and good for them. Why shouldn't they? But maybe they're not. Maybe they have a fixed marriage, and it's all about how these famous. And I'm not knocking famous people by any means. I'm not saying that they can't have real relationships, but a lot of these famous people are all about branding. And sometimes a relationship is all about that. It's just to brand and like branch out and make their brand better. So you can't, like if you want guidance, read. I don't know. Like that's just one tip. Read. Read like the great writers of our past and, like their real thoughts. Read like a book is non-biased as far as I know, right? Like you buy a book from like, I don't know, Shakespeare or Julius Caesar and you read something and it's what they wrote. Like they're not using a filter or using a specific section of the book to say, okay, read this and then changing the context. Read a book or talk to people that you look up to. Go to school. Associate yourself with people who are like on your same level or higher. Like, I don't know, reanalyze your life and get better friends. Like, don't go to social media for guidance.
For real, bro.
Dude, I don't know. Just my opinion.
Thanks, bro. Oh, snap. All right, man. So we are towards the end, and then we're gonna go back to the acting thing, right?
Let's do it.
Bro, ranking well-known actors, in your opinion, because you're the expert here.
Shoot.
So I made a list. I went around the office and I got everyone's opinion. Hey, who is your best actor? Oh, I like this person. Oh, I like that person or whatever. And I threw a couple of mines in there as well. So on a scale of 1 to 10, just rate them in your opinion and in their acting skill and performance and however you do it. What would you rank them at?
Gotcha.
So this is my all-time personal favorite, Denzel Washington.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10.
You ready?
Yeah.
A 12.
12?
I'm out of here.
I got a little taste in acting then, I guess. I don't know.
Bro, Denzel, he's not in my top 5, but when you watch as many movies as I do, and as many actors as I do, being in my top 50 is a privilege, my friend. Denzel is top tier, one of the GOAT. Voted by People magazine as the most influential actor of the 20th century.
Wow.
So let's,
wow.
let that sink in.
What about the infamous, controversial Will Smith?
I'm going to prefix that by saying that I never mix art and personal life. So
okay.
My rating has no relation to anything he's
Cool.
done outside of acting, all right?
That's good to hear. Yes, sir.
7.
7 out of 10. Man, it's not bad. Not too shabby. Jamie Foxx.
12.
12.
Jamie Foxx is one of the most talented people that have ever lived.
Wow.
When you take into account what he does, he's a comic, Oscar-winning actor, singer, songwriter, tremendous pianist, musician. The guy is insanely talented.
Nice. Al Pacino.
12.
12.
Top 5.
Dang. Oh, top 5. Oh, yeah, you did say, Al
he's top
Pacino.
5.
Yeah. Okay. Tom Hanks.
Definitely another 12. When I say 12, I mean 10, guys. Just
It's just
top tier.
yeah,
Tom Hanks, top tier.
Jack Nicholson.
12.
Dang.
Love Jack.
Bro, go ahead.
Jack Nicholson is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
A legend.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Jack Nicholson.
A 12.
Oh, my bad. Robert De Niro. I'm sorry.
A 12. Was my favorite actor for many, many years. But like anything you change, your preferences change. But he's one of the best ever.
Okay.
Another beast.
Yeah, so man, a lot of people pick some good actors. Good job, guys. Good job, man. Good job.
Tremendous taste.
Yeah. I'm sorry I laughed at you now. I'm sorry, man. Don't come from under the sea and get me. Jason
Oh
Momoa.
my God, the way you, no pun intended, I'm sure, from under the sea. Jason Momoa, on a scale of 1 to 10, I gotta give him a 2, bro.
A 2?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do my man like that with a 1, but a 2, bro.
Is it because of the way he acted? Is it because of his performance? Is it
Bro, he had one good performance in Game of Thrones, and then he's played the same guy in every movie. So
Fair.
that's my take on it.
fair? Leonardo DiCaprio.
10, bro.
10. 10. Okay. Toby Maguire.
I gotta give Toby. I gotta give Toby a 7.
7.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I don't think he's a great actor, but he's good. Like he's on that same level as Will Smith. He's good. He's got some. I mean, the original Spider-Man, he killed that.
Yeah.
A 7.
Yeah. Okay. And Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock.
AKA the highest paid actor in the game.
Eyebrow, I like that.
As an actor, bro, I gotta give The Rock like a 3, bro.
A 3?
As an entertainer,
Yeah.
hats off, my man.
Yeah.
A wrestling legend, made it into the acting game. Okay, I give him a 3 from an acting perspective, but I wanna elaborate on that.
Okay.
And we've talked about this before, right? Bro, listen, because I know a lot of like elite artists out there, like, oh, he's not a real actor, man. And I sort of agree. I mean, he plays the same guy in every. What you see is what you get. You're gonna go watch a Rock movie.
Yeah.
You're gonna go watch Fast and the Furious 38 in space. Fast and the Furious 40 moon landing.
Hey.
What's next, bro? Wormholes. But to be able to do what he's done, bro,
Mhm.
to overcome an injury and not follow your dreams because he wanted to be a football player, get into wrestling because the opportunity came up, get into wrestling and dominate the game because he is arguably top 3 of all time,
Yeah.
and then get into the acting game and become the highest paid actor in the game.
Wow.
Well, okay, maybe, I have a conflict when I say I give him a 3 because, okay, he's not that talented of an actor, but how is he making $20 million a film?
Yeah.
Why is he getting every role? People like him.
Yeah.
He's the people's actor. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about from like a technical acting. You know, I'm a student of the game.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a great actor. I don't think he's a good actor, but the guy is probably a hard worker, sacrifice, right? Probably the first, and I've read about this. He's probably the first guy showing up on the set, last guy to leave, knows all his lines, doesn't waste time or money. He's a money maker. When you get him in a film, you know it's going to make money. He's going to be there. He's going to deliver and give the people what they want. That's what I'm going to say about that.
Facts. Okay. I'll give my little rating. I mean, it don't matter, but I'll give my little rating. Denzel, 10 for sure. Will, I'll give Will a 6 to 7, only because I mess with the Fresh Prince. They used to be my show back in the day. The Fresh
Classic.
Prince. Yeah. I'll give him a 6 to a 7. Jamie Foxx, don't hate me. I probably get Jamie probably an 8. But
That's pretty fair.
Al Pacino, because of Scarface, and I guess I'm rating based off of my emotions of what I've seen, and man, Al Pacino, man, probably a 10 because he killed Scarface. He's I mean, I've seen other movies from him too, but he killed Scarface to me. Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump, right?
Forrest Gump.
Classic.
Classic.
Wasn't he in Jumanji too? No, that wasn't Jumanji. Was that him?
No, Jumanji was The Rock, as a matter of fact.
No, the old Jumanji.
Oh, that was Robin Williams.
Robin Williams, my bad. Okay. Tom Hanks. Oh, Tom Hanks was in Castaway. I used to like that movie.
Oh, Castaway.
I give him an 8. I'm just going off of movies I saw. I'm not a Jack Nicholson. I give him a 10.
Yeah.
I like Jack Nicholson. I ain't gonna lie. I liked him in that movie. It was a romantic film with the he dated a female, and then he started dating a mom. I forget the name of that film. As Good as It Gets or something like that.
I know what you're talking about, but then I don't remember the name.
I think
Yeah,
he-
he's like he's dating the daughter and the mom.
yeah, he was
Yeah,
dating
yeah.
the daughter, and then he fell in love with the mom.
I haven't
and-
seen that one, but
yeah.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I like that movie. I give him a 10 though. Robert De Niro, 10, man. I ain't gonna even Robert De Niro, yeah,
the man.
Goodfellas and Casino, and, all of all those Italian movies. Jason Momoa, man, I give you a 0, bro. I'm sorry. Bro. Like I say, I'm not a critic, but you get a 0 to me. I don't. Forgive me. I don't like Jason.
I love the honesty though.
Jason, I don't like the way you look. I don't like the way you sound. I'm just kidding. Nah, but I don't like the way you act, bro. I'm being totally honest. 0. Leonardo, man, of course, 10. Man, 10 for sure. Tobey Maguire, I'm gonna give you a 9 just because of the first 3 Spider-Man series, like the movies. I don't know. He played that character very well to me.
To me, he's the best Spidey.
Yeah, man.
All
Like,
day.
yeah, like I don't know, it was just something sincere and it was believable. He played I like Tobey Maguire. And then The Rock, you know what? I'm gonna give you a 6 to a 7, only because
Pretty good.
you was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up. When I was a kid, man, The Rock was
Hell yeah.
my guy, bro.
Respect.
He was a very, very good entertainer, even though I knew wrestling was fake. But you put on the show, man. You put
Hell
on the
yeah.
show, and I messed with you in the Fast and the Furious scenes and other movies that you're in. But I like your hard work, your dedication, and man, you came from the bottom. And I remember when he got into wrestling, he was saying he used to sleep in the arena.
Wow,
Like he was pretty much homeless. He was saying he was homeless.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
He said he was homeless and he just kept going back, bro. Just
What?
wrestling, bro, and just kept it going on.
He was
And
sleeping in
he
the
was sleeping
in the arenas.
in the arenas, bro. He was sleeping
Sacrifice.
in the arenas, bro. And so I give you like a good 6 to the 7, But that's my rating, and don't hate me, people.
And remember, guys, this is our personal opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm giving you my opinion based on not only being like a movie or fan of entertainment, but also like somebody who's done it before. So I just have like I just get a little deeper in, but like I don't want to come off as like pretentious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, bro, movies and all art is for the people. So if you like it, you do you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Dead or alive. If you can do a film with one person, who would it be? Dead or alive?
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Hell yeah.
Heath Ledger. That was your number 1, right?
That's my number one, and I get a lot of flack for that when I talk to my actor friends or my movie critic friends. They're like, bro, what are you talking about? The guy made like 6 movies, bro. Yeah, he did, but the kid was on a different tier, bro. Like if you guys have seen the Dark Knight Joker, like dude, it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah.
To me, it just doesn't get better than that.
Yeah.
And when you read about the fact that he was just having fun with it, like he like. You know this guy Michael Jai White, the dude that he's always playing like action guys.
Oh yeah, the guy,
The big guy that he's like a black belt in karate.
He knows karate and martial arts for real,
Like a
That
fifth
guy.
degree black belt type
that
thing.
guy. Yeah,
And he's also a pretty good actor, bro. And
Yeah.
he was in the Dark Knight. He's the guy like when he shows up on the table.
he
Goes, if you got alive or whatever, if you bring him dead, like he snaps.
Yeah,
Bro, he was talking about Heath during the making of that, and saying that because everybody was like, "Oh, Heath, that's the role that killed him. He shouldn't have done that. Acting as a Joker killed him, man. That was the end of him." And Michael Jai White said that during the making of the Dark Knight, that anytime that they were going to do that they would do a take and then do another take. In between takes, Heath would be like, "Is that all right, guys? Are you liking it? Should I change my voice more? Like, are you guys like messing with that?" And they're like, "Yeah." Like he was totally natural, bro.
Wow.
Like he wasn't in character or like acting like a crazy guy or like any of that. Like he was normal. Like when it was time to act, he would snap into it and then get right back out like it was nothing, bro. And that to me is a testament of the talent. And this kid was like 28 years old. Imagine the body of work he would have left us had he, gotten into his like late 30s, early 40s, like more experienced actor. To me, I mean, we're never gonna know how good he was gonna be, but to me, he's the best one I've ever seen.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, the last one. It ain't on the list, but I kind of like this guy too. 1 to 10, Keanu Reeves. I just thought about it.
Kiana, bro, I gotta give Kiana. I gotta give him a 5.
A
bro.
5? Whoa,
Yeah, and
wait.
it's gotten better over time.
Yeah.
I used to have him maybe at like a 0 or 1,
Uh-huh.
but the John Wick movies, bro, the action scenes, the dedication,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like him knowing karate, like handling the sword and the guns, like respect, bro.
Yeah.
Acting is not only like talking and like crying, and like there's a lot fit like the way you move, the way you like use your body. Is also like a big thing in acting, and
Yeah.
the guy is like at another level, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Respect to Keanu.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. All right, man. Well, that does it, man.
That's
Hey,
it?
that's it, man. I know it's probably, I can't see on the camera. It's probably been about, let me see. I'm going to check.
Bro, time flies when you're having fun.
Ooh, an hour?
It's been an hour,
It's been an hour, bro.
bro.
Yeah, it's been an
Bro,
hour.
we're out here like with unlimited coffee refills. I can do this all night.
Hey, man, but I definitely appreciate you coming out, man.
Appreciate
And
you.
this was a dope episode. I could tell this is close, like really close to the first one.
Oh yeah.
I like the first one, but I don't know. It was something about that first one, bro. I wish I could fix the audio, man. But I tried.
But I think we're like on the same, almost on the
Yeah,
same level
on the
as the
same
first.
level, for sure, bro.
I had a lot of fun, bro. Thank
Yes,
you for
sir. Hey.
thank you for bringing me into your lap, bro. I appreciate you
sir.
big time, bro.
Yes, sir.